Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is the 7th month of development of the game I'm making. Or should I say week, because I was busy with school finals and stuff, but anyways, I want to keep you guys updated about what I'm doing, so let's start. In last episode I was working on the level design of the third zone, and the first thing I did in this month was the same. I test and prove different ways to use the new mechanics and I have changed some part of the level. I think that now they are better than before, but let's stop talking about that and let's talk about the boss. You'll see. To put it in a few words, I want a boss fight on the game. Why? Well, because I really like boss fights and I think that that could fit pretty good in the game. So I just started thinking about what I could do. And if you think in a boss, you will expect something that will challenge you. And in most games the boss is able to kill you. But in this game you cannot die. That's why I need to think in a different way to make a boss. While I was thinking on that, I didn't want to waste time, so I started creating the boss movement. Well, for the boss movement I think that it would be good if the boss moves to the opposite side the player is. Why? Well, because I think it's a good way of showing contrast in the screen, and also allows the screen to be cleaner. I mean, imagine if the boss just selects a random position. It could be on the player's position and that will make the feeling that the screen is being overcharged on that side and will confuse things. And that's not what we are looking for. So that's why I think that the first option is the best one for the boss movement behavior. I started coding the boss movement and I first divided the screen in two parts, the left one and the right one. And to check if the division was working okay, I tested a basic switch position with the boss, and it looks like it's working as it has to be. Next thing I did was making the boss movement. The way that I programmed it was that the boss will choose a random place in the X coordinates depending on which side the player is, and once it has it, it will move smoothly to that position and it will choose a different place every 2 seconds. First I made it work on the X coordinates and later I added the Y coordinates too. And this is how it moves. Pretty cool, isn't it? Once I had the boss movement, I already had an idea of an attack that could be fine for the boss. A square that pushes you down. I mean, you cannot die but you always can fall. Now I don't want to be that unfair with the player, so this time the attack won't let you fall from the boss fight to the first zone. So don't worry about that, guys. And I first code the attack to get closer to the player and start following him, and it worked nicely. Later I wanted to move the attack up and down before it actually attacks you, and well, this is what happened. As you could see, it didn't work as planned at first, but I could figure out what was wrong and I keep coding the attack, and I divided it in 4 states. The state of getting close to the player, pre-attack, a warning effect, and finally the attack. Now the boss fight has started taking form, but I think that we could improve the feeling of the fight, so I work in a new type of particle and I think it fits pretty good with the fight. But let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. And well, that will be the progress I could do in this month of development. And I have 2 news to give you guys, a bad one and a good one. The bad one is that I only had 1 week to work on the game this month, but the good news is that I am almost going on vacation, so I will be able to work more on the game. And well, thank you for watching the video until the final and I hope you had enjoyed it. If you have any suggestion though or comment, you can put it down below in the comments. And that will be all for my part, but before I go I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Have a good time with your loved ones and I'll see you next month. Take care.